Hi, my name's Stephanie. Welcome to my channel. Today, there's some serious cleaning up I need to do. You can see my study is in shambles. I really want to start this year out like a clean slate kind of thing, and I'm just feeling things are too cramped and creeping in. I think I just need to tidy up. So yeah, this is what it's looking like now. I have my washing everywhere, and I also just recently purchased books. I just have them sitting everywhere, and some Christmas decorations down there. There's things I need to do, like put my washing away. I also think I'm gonna clean up these plants a bit. Let me show you. But see, this plant here, it's just decoration at this point. That's dead leaves, and I don't know how it's still green. This one, it is still green, but it's very shriveled, and when the leaves are crunchy, they're not gonna come back from that. And this poor plant here, I have a photo here of what it used to look like. Poor thing now is 2 leaves. So yeah, I feel like organizing my space is the first thing, and I feel like once I start, I'll be good to go for the rest. There are other things I recently downloaded a Notion template that I got for free. I want to try out this template because what I've been doing on Notion has been very, very basic, and I feel like I don't know it well enough to be able to create my own really nice Notion templates. I want to have a place where I'm able to schedule everything, but also plan everything, write notes for things. I want to kind of have it all in the one place and not spread over all different things. Be nicer if it's all in the one spot. And I also want to track my reading better. I've been really bad at tracking my reading. I'm going to be drinking my matcha. I recently, and when I say recently, I mean very recently, just got into matcha. I feel like I've been drinking too much coffee for the longest time. I was a very vocal non-coffee drinker, and then I started coffee, and then I realized that actually it's amazing. I find that I just am starting to rely on coffee a bit in the morning. I'm not a huge fan of that, but also just trying something just less harsh than coffee, because I find as well coffee gives me a lot of anxiety. So I'm trying to give coffee a break. So yeah, let's get organizing. I want to get my life together. goals of 2025, which is to track my reading much better. At the moment, I'm kind of just going on my memory, and that's not really good for me because I used to have a good memory. I don't anymore. So I need to start learning. I need to write things down. It's hard as well when I get to the end of the year. I'm like, oh shit, I don't even remember all the books that I've read. So I found a tracker to do that. I've been getting really into Notion lately. I've realized you can actually just find templates that other people have made for free. I always thought you had to pay for them. I don't know why. So yeah, I found this simple reading tracker. It doesn't really have much more than like what I need it for. So really it's just like name, author, the status of if it's on your TBR, if it's read, if it's in progress, and I wanted to also add another category which is paused. To me that's not DNF because DNF to me is like did not finish, never want to revisit, whereas I feel like paused is just like I read a bit and it wasn't for me at the time, but I can see myself in the future reading it and liking it. And that happens a lot for me because I am a mood reader, so there are a lot of instances where I find that I read a couple of chapters of a book and then I decide like it's not for me in that moment. So yeah, status, and then source, like do you own it or not, which most of the books I own anyway, so I don't know if I need that category. I might just move it over. Then there's the format, if it's ebook or physical or audiobook or that kind of thing. The genre, I might want to change this so I can put multiple genres in here because it's currently limited to only do one. And then the star rating, and then start date, end date. So currently, as you can see, there is only one that's read. I have a few I'm currently reading. I'm going to add this book I'm currently reading right now. Emma Fawcett is currently reading. It is a physical copy. It is fantasy. I haven't finished yet and I started it yesterday. Perfect. Okay, so I just wanted to take the time here now and just talk about a couple of my reading goals while I add it into this tracker. I wrote them down earlier. So bookish goals of 2025. One of these is just read more often because I really have not been. Even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes a day, I just need to do it, not only as a way to kind of like get in more reading, it's also just a way to unwind and relax, especially at the end of the day. The next one, read from the books I already own, because I have probably about half of my collection of books that I have not read. And to me, that's honestly embarrassing. The amount of books that I've actually purchased and not read is such a waste. So I need to work on that. Next one is track my reading. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I just don't want to invest my time in Goodreads, and I actually just don't like the interface of the app. I don't gravitate towards it anymore. I used to like use Goodreads so much, but now I don't even go to Goodreads when I look up books. And I was considering maybe using like Storygraph or Fable, but neither of those feel intuitive to me. I feel like I'm just going to forget to input my information. I feel like it's just another layer of things that I'm just not going to get to. I feel like I'm adding more work for myself. So I think like Notion is the way to go to like use that tracking. So I'm just going to say Notion and Instagram and maybe TikTok notes. I don't know, like tell me if you've heard about TikTok notes. I heard it's very similar to Lemonade. I heard of Lemonade and I tried it. I downloaded the app when I was in the US and it worked, but then I came back to Australia and then they made you link TikTok with Lemonade for Lemonade to work, and then mine stopped working, so I am locked out of it completely. So maybe TikTok notes, I don't know. So definitely Instagram. I also just want to be better at tracking my reading through Instagram. I feel like I always think like I'm not sure what to post, but then I'm like, I can literally just post like weekly reading updates. Like it's not that hard. Anyway, so also I want to have a monthly TBR. I feel like that's worked really well in the last few months. Like I've had some teething issues, yes, but the last few months I've been doing monthly TBR videos, which you can check out here. I haven't been consistent with them because I haven't been consistently reading, that's the thing. But when I've been choosing books recently to read, I've been gravitating more towards those that I've chosen for the month. It's just like narrows down my options and makes it so I have only a few to select from, and then it's not that bad if I don't finish them for the month because then they roll over to the next. So it's not so overwhelming for me to pick one. So 3 to 4 books to choose from I found is a nice kind of number because it means that I may not get through them all. At least I have like some variety to choose. So yeah, and then last one, buy less books. And I have been actually going really well with this. I have only purchased one book this year, and that was Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales, because I saw it in store and it was released early, like at least 2 weeks before the release date, so I had to get it. But apart from that, I actually haven't bought any books this year, which I feel like I'm really proud of, because usually I would have bought many more. I'm really noticing that I've just been overspending, one, my money, but also two, just like I said, at least half of my books are unread. So why am I buying new books? These are all books I want to read. I don't need to buy more. So it's only really books that I've seen like that are continuing series, or books that I have been anticipating for a long time that I actually want to invest my money in, like going forward. I don't just want to buy the next latest book just because I can. Sorry for the abrupt shift. My memory card filled up from that last clip, so I couldn't wrap it up. But yeah, I'm really happy about using that tracker and it's going well so far. So I've just been cleaning up my TBR cart, which you'll see in the next video, choosing my TBR for March. And I cleaned some books out, so I've got some rearranging back on my shelf to do. The plants you saw in that first clip that I put on my shelf are currently not here. That was because I was a bit silly and I didn't think it through that I just cut those plants from my fish tank and put them in the jars and put them up there. It means that they started going moldy in the stagnant water, and I forgot that I have to allow the plants to grow roots first in the fish tank. So they are currently sitting in the fish tank growing roots. Some are dying, some are living. It's survival of the fittest. We're going to see who survives, and then whoever survives is going to go back on the shelf. But for now, it's kind of looking a bit bare, and that's what it's looking like now. I actually don't mind it. It's actually nice. It makes it feel a bit more spacious in here. It's actually good. But I mean, I love the plants as well. So yeah, watch me try and fit these books back on my bookshelf. They're back on the shelves. It's feeling much better in here. It's feeling organized. It's feeling ready for 2025. It's feeling prepared. It's great. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more from me, please check out my Instagram. I'm on there quite a bit. Please subscribe if you like this video, and if you want to see any more from me. Thanks for joining me during my reset. Please let me know if you like doing resets as well. I don't know, I just love organizing and feeling prepared. It's great. Let me know if there's anything that you used for this year, for your organization for the year, that you like just want to tell everyone because you think it's the best thing ever. I really love all the organization tips. I can't get enough of them, truly. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.